Hi. Thank you again for having me in your home today for your in-home consultation for measuring and your clothing. Yes, so again, my name is Midnight, and I've just gotten comfortable here on your little sofa. So I am ready to get started. I'll just kind of explain the process to you, okay? Okay, so I own Midnight's Boutique. As part of that, we do door-to-door house calls. What I will do today for your consultation is a couple things. First, I'm going to fill out your customer questionnaire. So we will do that just here on this clipboard. Just ask some of your information and your customer number, and I'll just write those things down. Okay? Next, we have some magazines. And what I will do with these magazines is we're going to go through and kind of get a feel for what your style is. I have some holiday Christmas magazines that just have winter clothes. It's not specific for Christmas necessarily. And these are kind of your comfier outfits. Then I have this hairstyle magazine that actually has a lot of really cute kind of fashion-y type dresses in it. So I like to use this. It's a really good reference point. Then I have the Neiman Marcus Winter Catalog. This has anything from dress-up suits, dresses, ski gear, just dress-down sweatsuits, anything you can think of, jewelry even. We'll look through some of this as well. Okay? I'll just take some notes on your style preferences so that I know kind of moving forward. Now, once we do that, I also have just a couple different options in my book here with my page protectors, just some dresses and things like that. Once we have a good idea of kind of your style, I'll go ahead and I'll do a little color analysis on you with these squares. So you can see these fabric squares have so many different colors, and they're this kind of this soft fabric. So I will just kind of set this against your skin like so, do the color analysis, and again I'm just going to take notes on that as we go. Alright? Feeling good so far about this? Alright, just stop me at any time if you have any questions. Alright, so finally I will go ahead and just do some test fabrics on you. This is just my sample basket, and I do have mostly black clothes in here because it's kind of just a universal color to go with anything that you might be trying on. And really these aren't even to try on as much as to test fabric types. Some people like a stretchier fabric, and then some people will like a much more rigid and tethered fabric, okay? And then there's obviously quite a few variations in between. We'll test that out on you. Once I have a good idea, I will go ahead and use my measuring tapes, and we will get your measurements, just general measurements, okay? Waist, arms, legs, etc. Okay? Yes. Once that's all complete, that will be all for today, and I'll schedule a consult in boutique for you, where you'll just come to my boutique and I will have pulled some clothing choices based on today's meeting for you that are perfectly sized to fit you. We also offer the hemming and alterations in store if we need to make any adjustments. Alright, So I'm gonna go ahead then. I'm gonna get my customer sheet out. And I'm just gonna take down your information, okay? I'm just gonna sit back here in this comfortable chair. All right. Now, let's go ahead with your first name. Okay. And what is your address? Okay. Mm-hmm. Perfect. And what is a good phone number? Okay, and do you want to sign up for our promo text and emails? Okay, and an email address? Mm-hmm. Yahoo? Okay. Perfect. And I'm just gonna ask you a couple of questions, okay? Perfect. What kind of clothing are you most gravitated towards? And if you don't want to give me open-ended answers, I can give you a list. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you like sweatsuits? Mm-hmm. What else? Yeah, this can be specific to winter clothing since we're shopping for winter clothes today. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you like any type of like a button-up shirt? Okay. For dress clothes? Okay. And do you dress up for work? Okay, and what's the dress code? Okay, business casual. Sure. Alright, and when you're not at work, do you like to wear sweatsuits? Okay, what kind of shoes do you like? Do you like stiletto heels? Do you like boots, flats, mix? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it. Alright, and what kind of color palettes or color scheme do you currently like to wear the most? Do you kind of currently usually wear? What's in your closet? Okay. Mm-hmm. What about reds? Okay. Not a lot, but some. And when you do, is it like a mauve, a more pinkish, a very deep red? Okay. Deep and bold reds. I like it. One of my favorites as well, if I'm not wearing black. Yeah, it's just such an easy color to wear. Okay, sounds good. Do you like to dress your outfits up with jewelry? Okay. Okay, and are you more of a designer person, or do you just like more casual clothes? Okay. And typically, what is your clothing budget if you're buying just one piece of clothing? Like if you're buying pants or a shirt, what's your medium price range? Okay. And if you were gonna splurge? Okay. Yeah. Do you have any dry clean clothes, or do you like to stay away from dry cleaning? No dry cleaning. I cannot blame you. Alright, and do you usually have many formal occasions on your calendar that you have to buy clothing or some more formal wear for? Okay. Cool. Alright, and are you looking to kind of keep this style set up, or were you looking to kind of switch it up for the new year? Do something a little bit different? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, completely understand. Okay, so maybe we can kind of keep with your style, but we can find some ways to shake it up a little bit here and there, maybe just one or two. I like it. Yeah. Okay, so I have your style profile written down here. So these are the answers to your questions. Here's all of the information that you gave me. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. And I'm going to begin doing your color analysis. Have you ever had a color analysis done? Okay, so I'll just quickly explain. I'm going to undo these fabric squares. So color analysis looks at the natural tones in your skin and your undertones in your face, your hair color, eye color, things like that. And it determines what is the best colors for you naturally to wear and draw out your natural beauty and complexion. So what I will do to get started is I'm just going to pull some of the colors that you told me you typically wear. Yep, I will hold those up against just your shoulders basically to see the complexion against your skin tone. So like, I'll just make an example here with black. Just hold that just there. Okay, but I will do that with a few different colors at a time. We'll see if the colors you're currently wearing are flattering, or if we should branch out. And if they are flattering and we don't need to branch out, some areas where you could add that little pop of color that you talked about adding. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to start with the black, the gray. I'm going to do a couple of browns. So do a lighter and a darker brown. And then I'm also going to look at red, but first we're just going to start with these, okay? So I'm just going to lay this one here. And I'm going to put this one on top. And I'm just going to kind of overlay these colors like this against your skin. Okay. Just gonna take a couple notes, okay? That's fine. Yeah, they do have longer sessions, so I kind of do a mini one, because if you go to a color analysis, like a long one, sometimes they don't even ask like what colors you currently wear. They just go straight in and say it's these, all of these colors. Yeah, that fit you or don't fit you. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one. I'm gonna set those aside. I'm gonna go in with a couple other colors, okay? Okay. So you did mention liking your reds. I'm gonna go ahead and I have 3 different reds. So some of them are have more of a pink tint, orange tint, and then a very deep red. Okay, I'm just gonna lay these against the skin. Okay, perfect. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with a couple of pops of color that you probably did not mention that you usually wear, just to see a little sample of what could look good, okay? You usually just grab like one of each kind of like color family here. Let's see, there's a blue. Let's do you like dark or light blue better? Let's do cerulean. Alright. And do you prefer yellow or more orange? You like the deep yellow? Yeah, so that's orange right here, but this is definitely a deep yellow, so we'll go with that one. You don't like burning orange? Okay. So I did pull the purple, green, blue, and yellow fabric squares. So let's just start with the green. Actually, I'm going to do purple and blue together first. Okay, and then I'm just going to switch here. All right. Perfect. And then let me just confirm my theory that I have based on that. Sure, let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's the lighter colors are. Okay, now got your color analysis complete. Just gonna stick these squares back together. Just like that. Alright, now for your color analysis result, before we get into the magazines, I'm just going to go over those with you. I have written them just here under the color analysis portion of your review. Okay, so I did find that your skin and hair and natural undertones are very complemented by wearing black, so that's good. I did not find that you should have the grays, those seem to wash out the actual natural skin tones for you, and the eye color and hair color. Deep reds or pink undertones do complement you naturally. Orange undertones seem to wash out or bring out the red undertones that you might not want. Deep yellow does bring a very warm glow to your skin. Yep. And finally, for cerulean, blues or purples are good, but probably tend towards the lighter tones as to not wash out the skin, okay? Yeah, so that's overall a great color analysis. Okay, so let's move on to your magazines, okay? I am going to flip my page now. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and start browsing the catalogs to get an idea for your style. All right. So as I stated, I do have these 3 catalogs that I'm really pushing right now. I'm going to start with the smallest one, which is the Vermont Country Store catalog. Again, this one is a more old school catalog. I often look for comfy clothes in here or patterns. Yep, and there's also some really nice men's shirts in here if you're into like flannels, sweaters. Yeah, okay, so let's just get started here. So first you said you were looking for some comfy sweaters of sorts. Yep. So we do have these sweaters here, and they come in many different colors. So we have chestnut, olive, navy, green, and then all of the colors that you see over here. So it is a button-up sweater. Okay. Maybe a different pattern, but generally you do like the sweater concept. Okay. We also have some fleece pullovers. These do have the fleece lining in the front, and they also have the double pockets inside and outside. Okay. Any specific colors or patterns for those? Okay. Okay, so I do have some very beautiful coats here. Let me take this out. It's falling off. Okay. So we do have a couple of different gorgeous coats. We have this one that is like a flannel deep fleece coat, and then this one is the Vermont barn coat. Okay, just not your style? Sure. So I had mentioned some of the flannels. Let me just go to those, okay? This one also sells tons of like blankets and slippers. I have a lot of people order from there as well. So I do have nightgowns here. I don't think these are your style or your kind of your age targeted. Right, that's what I thought too. Okay, let me just continue on by this flannels for you. I'm just going to jump forward to right here. So for flannels, and I do have pajamas available in these as well, but here are the shirts. Mm-hmm. Like that? Okay. Yeah, sure. And do you typically like those more fitted? Okay. So something probably closer to like that. Okay. Let me see here. All right. Cool. So I'll look for those and additional ones. I'm gonna move on from this magazine, okay? All right. So let's look at a couple dresses in this catalog, and then we'll move on to the Neiman Marcus. I'm just gonna take a couple notes. All right. So next, I've got this one. And as I stated, this is a hair catalog, but I'm just gonna show you a couple of the dresses in here and just see if those are your style. Yes. Okay. So dresses. So we have a couple different cuts in here, like neckline cuts. So I always like to ask people. So this is a Rihanna. And this one, she has a higher V-neck. Okay, so you do like V-necks. Okay, and do you prefer higher or lower cut? Okay. Let me find a good example because I know what you mean. So here we have a more plunging neckline. Versus on this side, we do have a V-neck, but more kind of moderate, kind of a medium between the two. Okay, good. I agree. I like that as well. And then here's another example. Just a moderate neckline. All right. Now, you said you do have some formal occasions, so I wanted to show you this one dress because I actually sell a lot of dresses like this one, but different fabrics. Where is it? All right, so I'm sorry, I'm looking for it here. Here it is. So I really like this kind of style for people who like V-necks. This is just a lower V-neck dress, and it is about above the knee length, mid-thigh. Can always be made longer. Fitting, but still not too tight. Good to know. Alright, I will take note of that. So maybe something a little bit looser for the dress. Alright, so what do you think about kind of this kind of cut for that type of dress? Still V-neck, but a little bit looser. Okay, like that one? Yeah. Alright, perfect. Alright, I'm just going to take a couple notes and then we'll go on to the Neiman Marcus catalog before we do your fabric sample and measurements, okay? I'll write that down as well. Okay, so I have a pretty good idea, but I'm still gonna go through a couple of the examples in the Neiman Marcus catalog, okay? Alright, so let me just take a look here. Okay, so for the neckline, the dress with the plunge neckline, we have a couple things here I'm going to show you. So we have this dress that is kind of similar, but it does have, its catalog is huge. It does have a pretty plunge neckline, so we'd probably go up a bit. This is in line with the cerulean kind of color that we wanted for a pop of color. So that's something you might want to consider. And this does have the looser fitting body on it. It's fitted but not too tight. Okay. Yeah, I agree. That would be really nice. And you were looking for something too that had maybe like, you said off the shoulder, culture. Okay. Now, I wouldn't recommend this necessarily for the dress. Maybe you like it, but this is an option for like shirts. I love these types of shirts. And you could do any color. We could do a mix of colors for these. Okay. Keep that in mind as well. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. So for the button-up that you had mentioned, I do have one outlet like this that does the, this is a regular frontal button-up. This one is the bright red that you said you liked. Yep. Okay. And also the plus to this is you can obviously do the buttoned or unbuttoned. Yeah, that would work. All right, and then so we did look at some pinks. What do you think about a pink like this one? That is a beautiful deeper pink, something you could do as a pop of color in a shirt or a blazer. All right. Yes. Lots of good accessories with that. You can do diamonds, you can do pearls. There's just a ton of options with those. I think that's why so many people like them. Yep. All right. Then let's just look. I want to show you one additional option you might like. So you mentioned liking sweatsuits, like cozier fabric. I was thinking maybe something in a fabric similar to this. Does not need to be the creme color, but I think that's what color this one's called. Creme de la creme. Okay, so what do you think about that? You can see it's quite soft and fluffy looking. It comes with the jacket, the pants, and the shirt are all. Okay, so maybe something like that, but with a V-neck. Okay, I love that. All right, so let me just take some notes, and then we'll get into the fabric sampling, and then your measurements. taken down just general notes on some of your style preferences. Okay. Now let's just look at fabric preferences. So as I said, I do have quite a few fabric samples that I do bring with me. It's more just to kind of get a better idea of your fabric choices, if you like stretchy or softer material, or like I said, a little bit more of a firmer, thicker material. Alright, so I'm just going to start out with this black material. Most of my samples are black, so I'm just going to go off what I have. So I'm going to start with this one. And keep in mind, we can tailor almost anything you see here to your actual style needs. So this is 2 different fabrics, but I like this for cold shoulder kind of tops. So I have this one that you can see is like a net see-through material. And then I have this material, which is actually one of my most popular, which is just a stretchier one. Yep, this is a good legging material as well. Alright, then I want to go on to, this is a firmer material. I often get asked about this for work pants because you can feel it is quite a strong and thick material. It does need iron sometimes, but generally very strong material. And then how do you feel for your sweatpants a waistline like this? It's obviously much more firm. Okay, got it. Alright, next I'll show you, this one is a mix between my firm material that I showed you just now and then the really thin stretchy material I showed you earlier. This material is a thicker but stretchy material, so this is, if you didn't like, one was not enough, one was too much, this is a good material for you. You have some stuff like this, so you can see it's not see-through. It's quite actually reinforced. But it's very stretchy and workable. This one's your favorite so far? Okay. And I will show you this one. It's a newer design we got in, but it is also a comfortable material. Kind of thin. Not too thin, mostly just extremely stretchy. But you can see it does have, you can see the light through it obviously, but I don't think it's something you'd be like actually seeing through. It's quite soft though. But yeah, you can definitely see light through. Not for you? Okay. So put those away. And then the final 2 I'll show you is, this actually is a brand new material we just got in. I'm doing a lot of cozy outfits with it. So it is a kind of crochet quilted type color, but I thought of that sweatsuit you liked. Very soft. Very, very soft like this, you can see. And we could do anything from a scarf to a shirt to a full outfit with this. Okay, yeah, okay. I will take that down that you really like that one. And then finally, I just have a sample of your standard sweatsuit material. You said you like sweatsuits. Is this the kind of material you think of with those? Okay, so maybe one like this, but more of a mix of the softer. Okay, put those away. And I'm going to take a couple of notes and then we'll get started with your measurements. super soft crochet guide material. Checkered. You like the checkered, or did you think a different color pattern? Okay. Okay. So I just went ahead and recorded your fabric preferences here. And now I'm just going to take down your measurements, okay? So I'm just going to write down here. Do arms. Obviously that'll be left and right. Legs. Waist. Chest. Shoulders. And what else? Arms, legs, waist, chest, shoulder. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so we are going to be doing a measurement today of your arms, left and right, legs, left and right, your waist, chest, shoulders, and your torso. Okay? All right. So I do have my measuring tapes here. I do typically use both of them throughout the process, so just please bear with me if I switch them. One is a little bit easier to move around and do some of the smaller areas than the bigger one, okay? Yep. Alright, so I'm just going to start off with your arms. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is just extend your arm here and just rest it right here on my leg, okay? Okay. If you could do the same thing from this side with your other arm. Yep. Okay. I know it seems obscure, but yes, I do both because a lot of times they're just minuscule off. Okay. Now I'm just going to sit back so you can extend your leg all the way towards me. Alright, so go ahead and just relax your leg. Put your leg right here. Okay. Okay, and then your other leg, please. And then I'm going to have you remain seated while I do your waist. I'm going to switch out my measuring tapes. This one's much easier for the waist. Okay, so just stay seated and just kind of sit with a really good posture. And then inhale, and then we'll do the opposite. Okay, we'll have you just do a relaxed seated. Okay, I'm just going to wrap this around the waist. And then go ahead and just do a relaxed position for me, please. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to do your chest. So just go ahead and put your arms in your lap, your hands in your lap, and relax. gonna do your shoulders, and I'm just gonna do from here to here on the shoulder, okay? Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just do the torso length, starting at right here, okay? Alright, so I have all of your measurements just here. So now, what I want to do is, do you have your calendar on you? Alright, go ahead and take a second to get that out. Alright, so I'm just going to schedule a day and time with you to come into my boutique. I've written the address down, it's right here. Go ahead and take a look, and let me know what is a good day and time for you. Okay, let me just check my schedule. Yep, that will work. Yep, well, what time did you want to do it? Just maybe an hour, sometimes it's less. Okay. Sure. Okay, I've got you down on my schedule. Do you have any questions? Yeah, so once you come into the boutique, I show you some of your pieces. There's no obligation to buy at all. Once, if you do decide to buy, once you've had it, you do have 60 days, yep, to either bring it back or ask for a free alteration. Okay, we do up to 5 alterations for free. Yep. And then anything after that we do charge, and it would depend the charge would depend based on the service. Yep. And that's correct. If we don't have something, we ship it to you. If we have to alter it, we will also ship it to you, unless you choose to to come pick up in store. Yes, the shipping is no extra charge. Alright, well, it was an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed our session today. I hope it was very relaxing to you as well. Good. I will see you in a few days, okay? And we will work through this. I think that you're going to really enjoy your visit to the boutique as well. Most people do. Yep. Alright, and in the meantime, if you have any questions, concerns, you need to reschedule, just give me a call, okay? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get everything packed up, and then I will be on my way. Alright, thanks again.